like even me sometimes when I go live, I normally need to like refresh.
Yeah.
Okay, it says it's there we go.
We are
Yay!
live.
Yay, I'm actually live.
And he's
Assassin,
actually
wave your hands in the air, Assassin.
wave your hands, Assassin.
Woo! Hi people.
All right. I forgot to say this before the call, so people, you're gonna know them. You're gonna know the magic of how it works. I'm gonna mute the Skype call and then run the intro video, James. All right, so
Yep.
Hold tight.
Welcome to the Four Guys with Quarters show. With your hosts Inferno, Assassin, and CLoWnZ.
While that intro video needs to be changed, I will be changing that. Don't you worry. It will have updated information. But for now, welcome everyone to Four Guys with Quarters podcast, episode 82 for April 7th, 2016. It may almost be April 8th for our special guest this week, for all the way from the UK. It's OMGITSJAMESPLay. What's up, man?
Yep, it's not quite yet the 8th, dude. It's literally like what about half hour.
All right, so it's almost the 8th. It will be the 8th while he records the show. So good to have you join us, man. Good to have you join us.
Great to be on the show.
And this proves that diehard fans will be able to come on the show, guys. So if you want to stick around and make good comments in the chat and stuff, you may find yourself over in that seat over there. So, making his 82nd straight appearance, we have ZPCI Assassin. What's up, bro?
Hi.
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 And we've got Italian CLoWnZ.
Yo, what's up?
And we will be having CrapGamer. He's having some internet difficulties, but as soon as he joins, I will rearrange all of these things that will get messed up if you're watching the video version, and we will talk about what we want Crap to talk to us about, which is Quantum Break and all things Xbox and stuff that he has really strong opinions on. So I'm sure you guys already know CrapGamer, but if you don't, he runs the Xbox Nation podcast. It's an awesome show. You guys should go check it out. All of his stuff is circulating below his picture, just like it is for everyone else. So follow all of us on our various channels, and that would be appreciated. OMGITSJAMESPLAY has his own Twitch channel that is almost 400 followers strong, and he hasn't really been going at it for too long, so that's pretty good success, man.
No, I've been up now for a good, 7, 8, maybe 9 months now.
See, so that's pretty good.
For my channel to already be on almost 400 follows, I'm in a pretty solid Twitch team.
Mm-hmm.
I got slowly building fan base.
There you go. It goes up like exponentially, I'd say. Like
Yeah.
once you start getting people and they retweet your stuff and you get the exposure, you'll be there, man. Your stuff's good, so we're happy to have you on.
For those who are watching, if I can do it, so can you.
That's
And by the
right.
way, hi gaming fan, welcome to the live stream.
All right. Oh,
He's
this
one of my fanboys.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So hopefully Crap can get on this podcast and his internet problems solve themselves, or he gets it fixed. But if he can't, we're gonna have to just have him on another show, which is totally okay. Before we get started, want to go ahead and announce / shout out our partners. Now we are partnered with RGM, Real Game Media. Go check out their various channels, their social network, their website. It's not up yet. The website will launch in a little less than a month on May 1st. So we're basically looking to create an awesome environment for gamers to talk. No BS, console wars, stupid fighting about resolution, all this crap. We're just going to talk about real game stuff.
It's all about the games, bro.
That's right. It's all about the games, bro. So yeah, go over there, check that stuff out. we are now their official podcast, so we're glad to partner with them. And also, because we are partnered with them, we got the opportunity to give away a copy of Shadow Complex Remastered for Xbox One. Go check out our Twitter, 4GwQPodcast. Actually, that's not what our Twitter is. Wow, that's pretty bad. 4GwQPodcast to get in on that. You just have to follow us and RGM and retweet that tweet that's pinned, and you will get in the giveaway, which is tomorrow, right, Clowns?
Yep. April 8th.
Yep, so we're giving something away, boys and girls. Get on that. All right, so we were going to do a little thing where, you guys told us about yourselves, and we kind of were going to stir the pot about how CrapGamer is mostly an Xbox guy, and OMGITSJAMESPLAY is mostly a PS guy, but since CrapGamer isn't here to...
Oh, wow, I'm actually got your live stream up right now, and like that.
Oh, see, he's
just
back.
the way you got that set up right now. That is perfect, man.
CrapGamer is back to
versus Xbox. Yay!
CrapGamer is back to defend himself. What's up, Crap? You there?
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
It's really scrambled, bro.
Yeah, that mic's really bad.
Hold on 1 second.
I think it's his internet, not the mic, because he sounded perfect before.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, while he's doing that, let's get into the first topic real quick.
Yep.
So, OMGITSJAMESPLAY, what do you think about PlayStation VR?
PlayStation VR?
Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, no, of course.
Wait, remind me again, because it's been so long since I last watched the show. You guys don't allow cursing, right?
To a minimum. I mean, if you want to, it's fine, but to a minimum.
Okay, for that reason, I won't go that far.
Okay.
All I'm going to say, in my opinion, PlayStation VR is just a copy and paste product that we already had back in what? With that little red thing.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Like,
the virtual boy, yep.
And like, it's actually funny how, I don't know if you guys know, but like in the UK, our biggest like game shop is called Game.
Game, yep.
I was actually in there today, and like, they had like pre-orders already for the PlayStation VR.
Oh, yeah.
And like, not to be or anything, but I said to one of the guys, like, are you guys really selling this for the price you are? And you got to obviously buy the PlayStation 4 if you haven't already. You gotta buy PlayStation Plus if you want to play online. The games, the camera, the controller things, like, I don't know about America or anywhere else in the world, but in the UK, the average working family does not have that kind of money to spend on a gaming system.
Yeah.
So to me, PlayStation VR is a joke. Like, if there's people what are watching this live stream right now, and you're, I don't know, a fanboy of PlayStation VR, I'm sorry, but PlayStation VR to me is a joke.
I mean, look at this picture. I mean, come on.
And like, one thing I absolutely forgot to mention in the last live stream when you spoke about this is like, that thing looks pretty heavy.
Oh, yeah.
And for someone like me who does like anywhere from like 3 to 4 hour live streams on Twitch, like, how would okay, for the average gamer who might only spend half hour to an hour long, okay, fair enough, but like, how is that going to be like usable for someone like me?
Right.
I'm going to have to like get some rope on my head or something and like hold my head up.
Oh, there you go. See, Assassin said for his, if he ever got it, he had to bubble wrap his entire room. So, Assassin, this is a new thing you may be able to add to your PSVR room. A little rope to hold up the Heavy screen. You into that or what?
We're gonna be like some puppet thing where someone's just gonna dangle their hand
Wait,
above us.
I actually just realized something. You could, I don't know if you ever saw this, but like, you know how in like China or Japan they have like the subway trains and it's always like crowded?
Yeah, yeah.
You can actually buy like this. It looks like a walking stick, and it has like this little bend curve where you can just rest your head in it.
Oh, there you go.
Like that's perfect for you, assassin.
Yeah.
No offense taken.
Crap, are you there to say what you think about
Can you
VR?
hear me?
Yeah, we can, man. What's up?
Yeah, VR is just a casual gimmick. That's all it is. Sony basically jumps on whatever they think is going to get them some more money, and just goes with that. I mean, yeah, that's what they are. I mean, they made fun of the Wii, and then they copied it, right? Then 3D was the best thing ever. The Vita was the most powerful, best thing ever, and then they stopped supporting it. You know what I mean? I mean, this is all just going to be bullshit, to be honest with you.
Can I just quickly say about the PlayStation VR?
Yeah, what's up?
As awkward as it is for me to admit, I still have and use my PlayStation Vita. I mainly use it for the share
Play or whatever, remote play. Yep.
Remote play.
Yep.
Because like I'm in my office, my bedroom is literally like in the room opposite to me. So like when I'm like late night, can't sleep and that, I'm not going get up out of my comfy bed, turn on my PC, put my PlayStation on, and all that good stuff, you know?
Yeah, but it would be easier to remote play with the Vita than this thing, I would say. No?
Yeah. It is a lot better with the VR. The only thing I don't like for VR is like the awkward like button controls, like that little touchpad thing at the back is like your stuff like I don't know.
Yeah, apparently it's coming to PC. That's the news. I wasn't even going to throw this in, but I noticed that, in an interview, some Sony reps said that it was going to come to PC. So what do we think about that? Because that, if it comes to PC, if you can use it with your PC, then that's kind of a little bit of trouble for Oculus and HTC
I was
Vive.
just about to say, like, it probably would be a good thing to bring to PC because obviously with the PC, better hardware means, more open reach for, I don't know, bigger titles and bigger games. But the issue with bringing it to PC is there's already a market for that kind of game with, like, the Oculus Rift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but...
And in my opinion, the Oculus Rift is a better system.
Right.
I'm just going to go back to what Crap said, though. I think, in general, whether it's Oculus or whether it's Sony, I think VR has passed its time. It's a gimmick right now, but just because it's cheaper for them to make and they can still make money on it when they sell it.
Mm-hmm.
I think augmented reality is where the future's at, and hopefully that comes down in price.
I don't like any of that stuff, man. It's not even just augmented or virtual reality. I just think it's all stupid. Like gamers time and time again just prove that they just want to sit back with their controller and game.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I mean, they might be, like even me, I had my Kinect phase, I had my Wii phase, I even had a Move, you know what I mean? A PlayStation Move. But it's like at the end of the day, you get off that crap and then you just get back onto your controller, kick back, you recline, and you play on your TV with your controller. That's how it is. You know what I mean? People aren't going to want to sit around with their family and friends and put a big old helmet on. I don't see that really doing anything. It's
can I just say...
hold on. I was just going to say something real quick to what Crap said. Imagine going to somebody's house for like Thanksgiving or a holiday and you're just putting on the VR helmets. Hey, everybody, put on these VR helmets.
Let's hang out and play some games, everybody.
Yeah.
Quick, throw this thing on real quick.
Let's play some virtual boxing.
What were we going to say, James Play? What were we going to say?
Well, the thing I don't particularly like with the PlayStation VR, with the weight issue, isn't that taking away what a console is? I mean, one of the main reasons why people go for a console over a PC is majority of gamers slash casual gamers do not want a PC in their living room.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to me, I kind of feel that kind of takes away from what the average person wants a console for.
Definitely. Definitely agree. Like we talk to people day in and day out, and you know the other podcasts that have discussed this, like the CrapGamer has been on and Mooch and stuff. They all say, like, you know, a lot of these people just want an experience where they can sit down, pick up their controller, their TV, and go. They don't want PC, like you just said. They don't want PCs in their room. They don't want to sit there with this thing attached to like 5 million cords. They just want to pick up their controller, turn on their TV, and go. Like, this thing is going to be attached to a million different cords and stuff. It's just...
Well, I don't know if you guys know, but like in London, there's a like little gaming event called EGL.
Isn't it
something?
EGX, but like Res or
That's
something?
it. Or,
Yeah.
I'm not sure without looking up. Like, one of my friends who is a big YouTuber, like, he went to like the event and they had the PlayStation VR, and like just seeing how many wires you need to actually use the PlayStation VR is a joke.
It's the same thing with the Oculus, dude. I used the Oculus at PAX East last year, and it was the same thing.
Yeah.
There were a million cords. Just crazy. Real Game Media, our
Thank
sponsor.
you, gaming fan. Yeah, EGX.
EGX, yeah. Yeah, Real Game Media in our chat, our partner in crime over there, says, won't knock it until it's been in our hands, which I think is fair. I think that's fair to say. But,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
fair
saying
comment.
it's just not for me. Like, this VR thing is not for me. I can't believe there's, like, new news on this every single week that is relevant. It's just crazy.
They're trying to make it relevant. That's why they're trying to push the agenda. That's what they do. I mean, everybody's looking for the next big thing. I don't understand why that is lately. You know what I mean? It's just like people should just be happy with what they get. You know what I mean? I was just happy with new games and stuff, and now it's like it's never good enough. Now it's we need a new hardware upgrade. Now we need this. Now we need that. Now this. You know what I mean? It's just just bull crap. You know, I just want to get back to like getting great games again. You know, good content. You know, you have all these like gimmicks and stuff, and they all fade and fail time and time again. And, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, people just want their games. They want their standard controllers. They want that. You know what I mean? You need experiences first. Like, that was the problem with Kinect and all this stuff. You don't really have the great games to really warrant it. You know, so far, everything that I've seen with VR is just basically demos and stuff, you know? Like, how is that going to sell anybody on anything? If I think people were excited about VR when you thought, oh, maybe you can look down in your Master Chief. That maybe sounds cool. Or you look down in your Kratos. That sounds cool. But, you know, just looking around and looking at stuff, that's not really cool. You know, that's kind of lame. You know, so far, like, to me, everything they've shown off is really just lame and looks stupid. Like, it's supposed to be an immersive type thing, and it really just looks, quite frankly, lame as hell. It's terrible. Awful.
Let's go to the chats. In YouTube, kind of the same sentiments from a couple people. YouTube, Predator H2Os says, I'm waiting for the first reports of someone slapping their kid or damaging their PSVR unit from yanking the cord. And in the Twitch chat, Adam Bomb Baby 420 says, mark my words, PSVR will have caused its first fatality by the end of the year. So
I just see someone doing what this woman did with like the PlayStation, I'm sorry, the Wii controllers, where they're literally that close to the little camera thing on the TV, and then like they just bash the like big plasma and
Yep. I remember those videos on YouTube back in the day, back in 2006. That was funny as hell.
yeah.
CrapGamer in the YouTube chat is questioning my use of possibly the most controversial YouTuber when I'm just using your own words, bro.
Yeah.
That's your own words, bro.
Yeah, one of the most controversial. I'll say that. Yeah, I've had my fair share of controversy. Fair enough. No, I just thought that was funny, like, because I just now got to the stream.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like watching it. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. But yeah,
It's a good thing, though, bro. It's a
Yeah, it
good
is.
thing.
Hey, look, I'm not complaining. You know, I like it. So Hey, the picture looks good too.
Thank
Like
you.
I like
Thank you,
this
sir.
little setup where you have everybody on the screen and everything. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's
it.
one thing I have always liked about your show, just like the general fine and setup you have.
Wow,
I
you guys are
love-
making me blush, and my screen is on so people can see it.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's good. It's interactive. People get to see who we are, and I like it. I like it. Anyway, enough about the love fest. So PSVR, we've all determined already that it's not for us. I don't know about the other people, but if you guys like it, tweet us and let us know. Tell us if you think it's going to threaten Oculus now that it's going to be cheaper. It may possibly be coming to PC. So let us know what you think. Graphic God in the Twitter chat says, "I'm just holding out for the PSVR adults only exclusive, the fluffer." Oh my god!
Wow.
What I gotta say to that is, if that's your kind of thing with PlayStation VR, go for it, dude.
Yep. Oh
Wow.
god. Speaking of other things, this may be a little PS4 bashing. Sorry, James, but update
Really,
3.
bro?
Update 3.5 is out for PS4, and I've got to say, pretty much every single feature they brought is already on Xbox. What do you have to say about that, James?
What I gotta say is, I think the update is probably, especially for me as a live streamer, with like you can now invite like people from your community.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me as a live streamer, I think it's the best update they brought out so far. But
Oh, I agree with that. I agree
But
with
I
that. for
will
sure.
admit that Sony, like, okay, guys, I'm sorry, I need to do this. I might be a PS4 fanboy to some people, but I do have Xbox.
Yep, that's
guys.
right. That's right.
And I will admit, like, this might be the best update for PlayStation, but guys, half this stuff was already on Xbox One almost at launch. So, like, Sony, like, I don't want to sound like I'm turning into a Xbox fanboy now, but like, Sony, what are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah.
are you guys just, I don't know, dumping your biscuits in tea, or I don't know, whatever they do at Sony?
Quite
That's
possibly.
the quote of the year right there.
Dumping your biscuits and tea. That's the quote of the year on this podcast. Wow. Tell me if this sounds familiar to you guys. Now I'm reading from the top down. Like, this stuff is in bold letters. Like, Sony is proud of this stuff, and not to bash them, but geez, like, these things have been on the Xbox. Appear offline.
Hey, 2005 called them like that. You know what I mean? They're
Okay,
like, "Oh, yeah."
can I just quickly say something about the appearing offline thing?
Yes.
The one issue I have with why it took so long is, I don't know if you guys know, but on like the PS3 with your username, there was like this little like bit where you could put like a little bit about yourself or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
There was this glitch, what I don't know if it's patched or if it's still a common thing, where like if you put like dot space and then you did some like weird instant offline online thing, it would actually make you appear offline. So what angers me with Sony is, yes, it's a glitch, but appearing offline has always been, technically speaking, a
able to
thing with
happen.
Sony.
Yep.
So Sony, why are you guys being so slow compared to the Xbox? Like, come on, we need someone like Phil Spencer owning hashtag Xbox fanboys. We need someone like Phil Spencer to own and run Sony. I mean, yes, you can call me a Sony fanboy, and I will openly admit, like, you know, I have always been more of a PlayStation guy, but I have always said to you guys that Phil Spencer is probably the best thing what's ever happened to Xbox.
Right. Assassin, you are our resident PS4 fanboy. Can you
What?
Tell us what you think of these new features. Like friend, you can peer offline. You can do really cool stuff like join your friends when they're playing a game. There's an option to play together now in the party. You don't have to wait for an invite. Or how about remote play? That's probably the thing that the Xbox has had the least amount of time, and now PlayStation has it. I know CrapGamer, you
Yeah, 720p, man. All the 720p you can handle, bro.
I don't know
the reason why I even bring that up, like I don't really care, but the hypocrisy, I just love it. Like the resolution thing has really bit the Xbox One in the ass all generation, and I keep telling people, it has nothing to do with resolution. It's just fanboys being fanboys. No matter what, the Xbox One could do everything in 1080p. It wouldn't even matter. The PlayStation fanboys would still find something to complain about or brag about. That's just how they are. They were doing it with the PS2 when it was the weakest console out. You know, then it was all about the games, quote unquote. And then with the PS3, it was all about power and exclusives. And now that they have the lackluster exclusives, now it's all about sales and resolution. You know what I mean? It'll always be something. It doesn't really matter.
Yep.
You know, but I just like exposing the hypocrisy because they're all like 1080p, 1080p. But if you look at PlayStation now, capped at 720p. If you look at their streaming the PC, it's like default 540p.
Yeah, what's
I
up
mean,
with
come
that?
on. Yeah, exactly. You know, but nobody wants to talk about it, right? Nobody will talk about it because why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. You know, so to me that's funny. I like watching them squirm. I don't care about resolution at all.
Yeah.
I've used it. I don't use the feature for either one. I've tried it with Xbox. But why the hell would I, play on my PC when I got a big ass TV and a comfortable couch? You know what I mean? Like, but I just thought it was funny. You know, a lot of times I'll just do a video, just because I think something's funny. Like yesterday, I did a video
about this, right?
Well, about Dark Souls running at 9 frames per second on PS4, right? Like, I don't care about Dark Souls. I've never played the damn series. Somebody messaged me, took time out to troll me on Xbox Live and was like, are you going to do a video about Dark Souls running poor on Xbox One? So I was like, let me look into it. So I looked at the Polygon review, and the reviewer says, we played it with the day one patch on PS4, and it dropped down to like 9 frames per second. So I was like, hey, you know what, guy? I'm going to do a video about this, right? Just shoved it up his ass, man. Here it is, 9 frames per second, exclusively on PS4. Enjoy. You know what I mean? That's just what I do. You know, I'm a dick.
Possibly the most controversial.
Well,
gaming
can
YouTuber.
I just say, like,
Hey, can you say water
especially-
bottle for me real quick, bro?
Oh, here we go. I was wondering when this was going to happen. We're at minute 28 in the podcast. James, can you say water bottle real quick?
No comment.
Oh, come on, man.
Maybe we'll get him later, Crap. We'll get him later.
God.
All right, go ahead, James. Go ahead. What were we going to say?
For me, like, because of YouTube and Twitch, I have been playing a lot of PC, and like, I can understand why people say like, oh, it's all about the frame rate, it's all about the graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that because, to go from the PlayStation 4 to my PC and play, I don't know, games I used to play on, like, I don't know, the PS2 or whatever, and like make it look better from some of the games what are out on the current, well, I suppose you can call the Xbox One and PS4 current gen now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can make a game on my PC from like 10, 20 years ago look better from the PS4. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm one of these people. If I can have the higher res, if I can have the higher frame rate, I'm happy. But for me, the way I see it on PlayStation is, if you can't give me 1080p, give me 720 with 60 FPS. If you can't give me 60 FPS, give me 30, but give me that 1080p. I'm more from happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing for me is, like, it doesn't have to look the prettiest game. What matters is, does it work? Is it playable? And is it worth the full price tag? It doesn't matter if you're on PC, PlayStation, Xbox. If you're playing the games you're enjoying and you feel you're getting what you're paying for. Guys, stop with the fanboy wars. Like,
That's
I'm
right.
not talking about you or anyone specific from the live stream, but I hope one day we can end the fanboy wars. It doesn't matter. If you're on Xbox, if you're on PlayStation, doesn't matter. It's about gaming and enjoying who you play with and what you play with.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Sorry, there's stuff going on in the chat that I want to get to before I miss it.
Yeah, sorry.
Sobsky117 says 540p in 2016 is cringeworthy. Well, I don't understand why it defaults to 540p. I just don't. I don't want to get into the P's thing like Mooch would say, but why does it default to 540p?
Sony's not a software company, man. Let's just be honest. They're not. When you get a Sony product, like the PS3 had that same dashboard the entire generation, which was the PSP user interface, right?
Yeah,
the PS4s is basically the same thing. They just slap some pictures on there instead. You know what I mean? It's the same damn thing. Like, you're not going to get a new dashboard for that. We already, are on our second or third one on Xbox One. You know what I mean? They're a software company, Sony isn't. So, they keep it bare bones. They keep it simple. Some people like that. But it's clear that when it comes to implementing updates to things that are actually people want, like, hey, how come I can't change my name on my PSN yet?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, it's 2016.
That is one thing I wish Sony would hurry up and do. Like Sony, hear your fanboys. We are willing to give you money so we can change your name. I mean, I don't want to be known as Call of Duty whatever anymore. I want to be known as the person I am.
As OMGITSJAMESPLay, right?
like, come on, Sony.
Yeah,
hey, they're missing an opportunity to make money. I mean,
Sony, I'm actually going to be honest. Like, if I could have my PlayStation name as OMGITSJAMESPLay, if it meant spending like something stupid like £30 odd, like, Sony, shut up and take my money, bro. And it's actually funny because if you guys don't know, the PlayStation brought out the Twitch app to PlayStation. What is currently not available, or at least I don't think is, to the UK market. So I'm sat here like, let's make a US account, OMGITSJAMESPLay, to download it and also to take, my rifle name as myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get some troll making an OMGITSJAMESPLay account and going, hey guys, I'm the biggest douche on the internet. Yay.
Wow.
Go hit me up, guys. So I would really appreciate it if I could change my name. Like, Sony, take my money, bro. Just shut up and take my money. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys.
Gaming Fan 07 says, please add the name change. I had a shitty gamer tag and I want to change it so bad. Yeah, I think everybody wants that.
Yeah, Gaming Fan. I know because you're a fanboy of my live stream. Thank you, bro. I play multiple games with you on Twitch, and I gotta say, dude, like, your username, obviously because you can't change it, it's kind of just stuck in my head, but like, I want to call you by your Twitch name, Gaming Fan. I don't want to call you by Tiger or whatever your username is, bro. Like, what is that username? I want to call you by Gaming Fan. Sony, listen to your fanboys. Do it.
I'm not even a fanboy. I mean, I'm happy with mine. I'm just CrapGamer on PSN. But when you run into people named McLovin, you're like, damn, that was 2007, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're stuck because they got their trophies or whatever, and they don't want to give those up. And I agree. Like, they can make money. Microsoft charges $10 a pop for that. You know what I mean? Like, Sony is like, they're leaving money on the table, and that's rare because Sony is greedy as hell.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know they want that money, so just make it. How hard can it be?
Well, it's like with PlayStation 4, like, it's a requirement to have PlayStation Plus to play online. What some people debate about, but the way I see it is, look, on PS3, they give us a free online service for how many years, and they're still doing it now. Like, can you blame Sony for wanting their money back off those servers? Like, these servers they're using don't come cheap, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Sony's servers just in general are just
They're terrible.
yes.
Like,
Thank you.
like I will admit,
Wait, this guy's a Sony fanboy. He's like throwing. This is like.
Okay,
or
can
or
I just
fan.
make a comment on that?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And excuse my language here.
Yes,
like,
go ahead. Yeah.
Sony, like, I like Sony. I enjoy playing on their system. But when they make a fool out of themselves, or they're just doing bad shit, you know, I'm not going to sit on YouTube and make a Sony exposed video. I'm going, like, if they make a mess up, I'm going to call Sony out for that, you know?
Yeah, we should.
Like,
Everyone should.
I'm not going to just sit here and go, yeah, things like the built-in Wi-Fi limiter, like,
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to sit here and go, yeah, that's totally fine. Well, it's not, because, you know, you get people like me what are paying for the internet we have, but we're not getting it because, oh yeah, PlayStation, we need to make it fair for everyone. So because the majority of our customers have shitty Wi-Fi, we must bring everyone down to the same level.
That's a nice analogy. Never thought of it that way.
Right? I never thought of it like that either. Wow. It's true, though. The Wi-Fi on the PS4 sucks.
Guys, have a good show.
Oh, yeah. DM him after the show, all right? DM Real Game Media after the show, James, all right? Just do it. All right.
Any particular reason, or have
Yes,
I missed something?
Well, yeah, you missed something. We'll talk about it later. Assassin, what do you have to say about this before we get off this topic?
Of the PSN being shit.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
GLaDOS from Portal 2 is Potato. She's running it. If anyone gets the reference.
That was a joke, I guess.
I get.
Yeah, I don't know.
Leave him to me, sir.
But,
I'm just messing with you, dude. Good one.
anyway. No.
What do you think?
Glad to say.
What do you think about this stuff finally? Because we haven't heard from you. So what do you think about this stuff finally coming to PS4?
It was needed years and years and years ago. Probably when the PS3 was even just thought about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Assassin, definitely got to ask you a question on that. Does that mean that you'll be on PSN a lot more?
Yeah, is that what that means, Assassin?
No.
Well, all right. Enough about this PSN stuff. We're done with this. Let's get to what we really want to talk about.
Xbox.
Everyone except James play. No, not specifically Xbox, James, but Quantum Break. So, obviously you know what Quantum Break is, James, right? Being a PS4 guy.
Yeah, don't mind me, guys. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hashtag Kappa.
So, Crap, what do we... You got to review this game early. So, you've played through it a couple times now, probably, right? How many times have you played through it?
Twice.
So, you and Assassin, I think, are the only ones who've played through it twice. Klaus, did you play through it twice?
Yep.
Okay, all three of you have played through it twice, so I want you guys to give your opinions because you guys have the most experience with it. Crap, you go first. I know you did a review for it for your channel, but tell us a synopsis of what you thought about the game.
Well, I thought it was really well done. You know, I thought that, you know, a lot of people would jump into it. Oh, it's a third-person shooter, which it's not. It's like an action adventure with shooter elements, and like the fun all lies in the powers. You know, it's like the powers and then the TV show. I just thought like that could have been done really poorly, but it ended up coming out really well. And what I really liked about it was most games, and I've said this a couple of times, you don't really know why the bad guys do what they do, what they're thinking. They're just bad guys, and you got to stop them. In this, you play as the good guy, then you play as a bad guy, and then you make a choice at a junction point, and then you see the show, and you see what the bad guys are thinking, like their home life, what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing. They don't think that they're bad. You know what I mean? Like you get this totally kind of, you get flipped around. You maybe feel a little bit of empathy for these people. It's very risky. It's very bold what Remedy did. It's definitely the best looking game I've seen. The only complaint that I've seen people have is the film grain, which to me, you know, I got over it after about the first 10, 15 minutes because it actually blends the scenes together, whatever. I thought the voice acting was done great. You know, it's just fantastic game all around. Probably, you know, like I always say this. I don't. Maybe you guys are familiar with Rand, the dude going for 1 million gamer score. Him and me are of the same mind where it comes to the 360 was probably the best console, our favorite console, the best console. You get chills when you think about that. First time you saw Gears, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah,
just fantastic.
definitely.
Like I remember last gen that happened a lot. Even towards the end of the gen, when I played BioShock Infinite, chills. You know what I mean? When I played the Tomb Raider reboot, chills. Just fantastic games, right?
Yeah.
I hadn't really got that this gen. A little bit with Sunset Overdrive. When I was playing this game, aside from the smile on my face the entire damn time, I literally got goosebumps. You start off and you go in, and if you're an Alan Wake fan or a Remedy fan, you see that Alan Wake trailer right away at that TV. Like seriously, prickles. You know, I'm chilling. You know, I got goosebumps and shit. I'm like, holy crap.
Yep,
you know what I mean? You're just hooked in. That's like fun. Just fun. That's all you can say. I mean, this is it. You know, this to me, it took 2.5 years, but we finally got something that's really fun. You know, and that's something that's different. That new big IP, and Microsoft delivered it. They took a risk with this. You can tell it's a big budget IP. You know what I mean? Nobody's doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic.
I want to go to Assassin next because I know what Clowns thinks of the game, and I want to save him for last. So, Assassin, you have anything to add to that, or to agree with that, or?
I think overall the game is just pretty and it's amazing. We need another sequel.
So yeah,
well, not another, but we need a sequel.
So Quantum Break 2, people are gonna be looking forward to that. You and Crap will be looking forward to that, I guess, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they make that or Alan Wake 2, either one. Maybe they alternate or split off and do both. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I am a huge Alan Wake fan. You know, I haven't gotten through the whole game yet on Quantum Break, but I will tell you that just for me, like the setting wise, I like Alan Wake better, but I do see where you guys are coming from on Quantum Break. Like the way it's presented, the graphics, the story, how it progresses and everything, and you know, the uniqueness that it brings, like the uniqueness that you get in every single battle. You can take it like and do it certain amount of ways. Infinite ways, really. I don't know why I say certain amount of ways, but you can do it one way going left, one way going right, one way going straight, and then you can do it over again the same exact. You know, it's not linear like people might think it may be. There's a billion different ways that you can do things with all the powers and stuff, and I think that variety is what makes it really, really good for me, at least. Now for Clowns.
All right.
Oh boy.
So, okay, first off, let me say that I think Remedy did do a good job with the game. I'm not trying to talk bad about the game. I mean, like, the cinematics are fantastic. The graphics are great. The story is awesome. I like all those things about the game. But what I didn't like about the game is, like, I feel like it's one track. I feel like kind of like, and I hate to say this, but, like, when I played Infamous, I felt like it was one track. Like, you just have to go one way, and that's the end of it. I don't like that about Quantum Break. Like, I think it should be more open than it is. It just has so many possibilities. And I wish they would have took, like, something from Bethesda's Q book on making games and made it a longer story. Like, if this was, like, 40-plus hours, it would have been amazing. But 8 to 12-hour time frame for this game, I kind of think it was overhyped a little bit. I'm going to be honest. You got to play
through it twice because you got to do, you know, both things or whatever. You know, that's my feeling on it. You know, if you got to play through it twice.
Well, I can see that. Yeah, so that brings it up to, you know, if you take your time with it, up to at least 24 hours. So I can see that. Yeah, I mean, and the junction choices are really cool. I did like that. I felt like it's just too one track though on the playthrough. Like, I wish there was more.
I think with the variety of powers that you have, that linear feeling that you get from it changes. I think, like, I think that if I played it again, I would do things differently. I don't think I would go through the same way. Like, when you play through like Splinter Cell or whatever, when you play through like Splinter Cell, you want to do it like the same way every time, so that you make sure like you get through it quickly and you don't alert people and stuff. With this, I feel like because of all the powers you have and how strong all the powers are, there isn't like an OP power that I'm just gonna go to every single time. I feel like I'm using the shield, I'm using the teleport, I'm using the time freeze, I'm using everything. Like I feel like that gives it more variety to like the linearity that it has. I don't know. I could be nuts.
Yeah, I love stringing together the powers. That's one of the best parts. You know what I mean? You like one time, the first time you go through it, I stuck to mostly a couple powers, and then the next time I used different ones. You know what I mean? And it's completely different. Like when you pick the PR moves versus the hardline choice. You know what I mean? So for me, like I like that. I'm not. To be honest with you, I don't like open world games, so I guess that's probably clowns where we a little bit differ. Like for me, Red Dead Redemption would have been great, but it was too open world for me.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I couldn't even get into it. It was just like I'm like, holy crap, I can't get into this. But a game like Mafia 2, where it was just it's open world kinda, but it basically direct line A to B. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I really liked about it. You know, so I enjoy those type of games, but like big old open world games, I'm not really a fan of those. So for me, like. And the time frame, you know, I'm in my 30s now. I don't have the time to spend 50 hours on a game. Mm-hmm. So going through a game and finish it, and you know, I think it took me the first time 12 hours, a little bit less than that the second time. That's fine for me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I got my money's worth. I get a bunch of achievements, so I don't feel ripped off on that aspect. You know, it was all good for me. You know, I get a sequel or whatever, and I think that they were taking the chance. You know what I mean? This is a game that was shown off at the Xbox One reveal way back in I think May 2013. And it came out and relatively it runs good, it looks good. I like the story. You know, I can't complain. I felt ripped off for a lot of this generation. So I'm like, for me personally, and look, it's just all opinions, guys. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. You know what I mean? Just just for me, I feel like next generation, huzzah! You know,
right? Yeah, this is a game that I definitely look at, and I'm just like, this could not be done on the 360. Like this just flat out could not be done, and it's like one of the first games for the Xbox One that I feel that way genuinely about, because for even if this were on PS4, it's the same deal. Like a lot of the PlayStation 4 games and Xbox One games for the first year and a half, like they were also releasing it on 360 and PS3, so it kind of like held it back a little bit and made you feel like, oh, it's just the same thing, and there's nothing really unique about, the progression of it or like stuff other than graphics, and in this game I feel like there is something different than just the graphics for me.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's just the story and the live action stuff, which is really well produced. Like I was like worried about that, to be honest with you. At first, I was like, man, this could be really cheesy, and then it ended up being like rival Netflix show or something. I just got lost in it. You know what I mean? Like it blended it perfectly, and I really liked it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I know a lot of people or the haters would bring it up and they're like, well, but crap, you really kind of gave it to the Order 1886, and I'm like, well, you know what? The Order 1886 just wasn't fun. That's the main thing you gotta have when you have a game. It's gotta be fun. You know what I mean? That was like all dark and gloomy, and they made you walk, and you couldn't skip the cutscenes, and it was just like, to me, it was just boring.
Yeah.
And even regardless of the length of the game, it just was boring. Like Quantum Break is fun. You get that kind of wow. Like. And I just loved it. I'm just because I was at a point where I was getting very down on this generation as a whole. It's been very kind of not as good. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there looking at my collection of games. It's something like 500, 600, 360 games physical, and another couple hundred digital,
Jesus,
right?
wow.
Yeah. So, and I'm looking at the ones, and I'm sitting there pulling all the ones off my shelf that I got within the first 2.5 years, about the same time frame. And I'm like, holy shit! There was like, this is the year that we got Call of Duty 4, we got Halo 3, we got Gears 1. We're not getting any of this. We got Prey, we got Saints Row. You know what I mean? Like that was all within the first year.
Yeah.
And and we haven't got anything like this. The Call of Duties have gotten worse. I think I did beat the campaign in Black Ops 3, but I can't even play that multiplayer. It's just trash. What made me fall in love with that type of game was Call of Duty 4. You know, like the
Yep.
simple kill streaks, the regular Modern Warfare. I got my M16, I got my MP5. You can either pick stopping power or you can be hidden on the radar, but it's going to take more bullets, right?
Yep.
It was everything had a counter. You know what I mean? Not it was perfect. 357 kill streaks, you're good to go.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
now it's just like, oh, you need a reverse zombie dot with a end around Blue Jay gimmick with a jump off the bridge, and then you can do this, and it's like people, you know, robots and this and the campaigns make no sense. Like the original ones were like Michael Bay flicks. They were fun. You played them for 4.5 hours, but they were fun. You know what I mean? Now it's just like you don't even know what the hell's going on. I couldn't tell you what's going on, and I beat the Black Ops 3 campaign. I couldn't tell you the name of a character in that. What the hell happened? Just a guy screaming a lot of nonsense. You know what I mean? Like it was just terrible, awful. So I've been very disappointed with this generation as a whole. You know, but this game makes me excited to see what could come forth. You know what I mean? I'm very excited for stuff like Gears 4 and Uncharted 4, and you know what I mean. So I'm hoping that this stuff it starts a big turnaround. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So James, I know, like, you know, this is an Xbox game, and you don't have this, right? I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No.
so I know CrapGamer mentioned Order of 1886, and that's kind of like what a lot of people are comparing this to. Did you play Order of 1886 on PlayStation 4?
No, I didn't, but it is a game I have seen multiple people on Twitch at launch play, and I gotta say, like,
The graphics are gorgeous on it.
graphics wise, my god,
You,
but like,
you know what? I got to
it's
jump
not
in
my
and say
kind
something,
of
though.
game, you know? Yeah, go on.
What I wanted to say was that it should not be compared to Order of 1886, and I'll tell you why. Because this has a lot more gameplay than Order of 1886,
True.
period. A lot more gameplay. And Order of 1886, I believe, was a 4-hour playthrough, and you only played through it once, really.
You couldn't skip the
I mean-
cutscenes at all.
Well, yeah, Crab. You know why, right? Because if you
Yeah.
did, it would be like 2 hours.
Yeah, I called it like a walking simulator. It was literally like, you know, and it had some good ideas, but it was like they repeated the enemies a couple times and
Yeah.
the boss fights and stuff. And I was just like, you know, it didn't the gunplay didn't feel good. And it
Now,
was supposed to be a third person shooter. You know what I mean? And they didn't do a good job at that. I thought.
now, what game does that remind you of? Hashtag Destiny. Recycled enemies.
Yep. That's true.
I don't like that kind of game. Like, I feel like I spent money on this game. I should be allowed to, like, be the character. Like, make my own choices. I mean, like, yes, GTA Grand Theft Auto is a good game, but the kind of game I'm into with the story wise is the kind of game where I get to sit here and go, oh, I don't have to do this mission to get this mission. I can do this mission
Yep.
without doing that mission, and I want to be the player.
See, that's the thing about this. Like, even though it's a lot more linear than GTA, admittedly, I feel like the story in this I'm really digging, even with the long cutscenes. And I feel like what Crap said, you get to play as, you know, both the protagonist and antagonist in the game. Like, I feel like you're able to identify with them. I feel like the story is something worth getting into and immersing yourself in. You know, even though it's more linear.
And it's fun. Just, I mean, it's hard to play that game and with the powers and stuff and just not have a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless you're doing the last boss fight. Then that's
Can
all
I
different.
just quickly ask something?
Yeah, please.
As this person has just joined the live stream, would it be okay if I give a shout out to this guy?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Right, guys, Beatbox RS, also known as Kevin, the owner of the Twitch team I'm in, the Volume. Dude, I appreciate you letting me join. My Twitch channel has grown so much because of you letting me in. Grateful. So guys, Kevin, Beatbox RS, he does anything from Battlefield, GTA, you name it, he does it. Make sure you follow that guy if you haven't already. He's a really awesome guy, and I'm sure he would appreciate that. So, no homo, Kevin. Love you, bro.
Jesus. Oh my god.
I did say no
I
homo.
question that no homo. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know.
Nah, I
questions.
don't. Nah, I don't fly like that. Me, I'm happily taken by my girlfriend.
Oh, that's good.
What I have been with now for a good, 2-3 years.
Nice.
I wouldn't know.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Going to the chat really quick because we got some people saying stuff about this. Pretty much everybody in the YouTube chat says they love Quantum Break. They think it's really great. On Twitch, we're looking at people saying that they don't agree that it's the order of 1886. I mean, it is like I see where people are making the comparisons. I mean, of course, like there's a lot of different powers
No, I got to stop that because
Yeah.
the only people making those comparisons are Sony fanboys. There, I said it. They're just jealous we have something better. It's okay. It's okay. Just relax, everybody. Relax.
Beatbox RS says that it was just one massive Order 1886 was just one massive cutscene morphed into a game. I mean, I got to agree with that. Like, I feel like even though there are long cutscenes in this, I feel like I'm actually playing it. And maybe that's because there aren't black bars at the top and bottom throughout the whole game. I don't know.
Terrible. I hated that. Ugh.
I don't know, but I feel like I am making decisions. I feel like I am playing the game, and I feel like I'm able to like get behind those powers, get behind these characters. Whereas in the order, I feel like I was just going through the motions. I can't even tell you what the order was about, honestly. I can't do it.
It had something to do about werewolves and the secret order of werewolves or something like that.
Some crap like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
All I remember is that scene where you like go into the room on the train or whatever, and you like crack someone's head. That's it. Other than that, I don't remember it. Yeah. So Quantum Break, is this a system seller or is this like something that the people already have Xbox are in love with? Crap. Would you say that this is something?
I don't think it's a system seller. People are afraid to get into new IPs. That's why we get so many sequels. So yeah, it'll be kind of interesting. System sellers, I don't know. You know, like exclusives don't do that very much unless it's like a Halo will probably push some systems, or like Uncharted will probably push some systems or some Gears. But like those days are long gone. Most people just buy them for multi-plats and stuff like that anyway. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a great game, like, you know, but I don't know if like that many people where it's going to be noticeable. Like they've done the math on Halo pushes so many systems. You know what I mean? Like that was the last NPD win for the Xbox One, so you know that that's pushing systems.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Quantum Break's going to do that. It should, but unfortunately, there's just a lot of negativity around the Xbox One for some reason. I seen it today on Twitter. Someone was posting it. Some guy on Twitter was just like, maybe I'll get that white Quantum Break Xbox One, and then somebody just randomly is like, no, get a PS4, and the guy's like, I already got a PS4. He goes, well, please just don't buy an Xbox One. You know what I mean? Like I see this kind of stuff all the time where people are just like, don't get it, it's crap, and I'll even jump in sometimes and be like, what do you mean? And they're like, oh, it just sucks, and I'm like, well, why does it suck? They don't know, just it does. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, they got a lot of that negative stigma to kind of come back to. No matter how good the games are, I mean, they're the ones that are putting out their big titles, man. They haven't had a problem like Sony has. You know what I mean? Their big racing titles they put out, their biggest franchise Halo they put out. They're putting out the new IPs. You know what I mean? They got their fighting game. It's coming out regularly with new content. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're doing things right, updating their console. I think every month, still adding features that we asked for in the feedback forums, implementing backwards compatibility, giving us AAA games with gold. You know, you look over on Sony. I stopped my PlayStation Plus because they're giving games out like Broforce. You know what I mean? Like I'm not interested in that crap at all. You know what I mean? Like so.
Assassin, where do you think this game? Kind of like a similar question. Where do you think this game will fall, like NPD wise? Like, do you think it'll top the list, or do you think it'll? Or anyone can jump in on this question. What do you
think it'll probably be 8 or 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's like exclusives have a really difficult time like cracking in there unless it's like Halo.
Yeah,
like Halo will do that. Uncharted obviously will do that. You know what I mean? But Quantum Break probably won't. And the MPD only counts physical sales anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count bundles. It doesn't count digital. The biggest promotion Microsoft had going was you buy it digitally and then you get the Windows 10 version for free. So a lot of people probably bought it that way. I might be one. Although I did see a lot of people like me that, even though I had a review code, I support the game and I like these steel bookcases because I collect them.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah, GameStop had to deal with that, so I went and did that as well. So
I love those cases.
yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, the collector stuff is amazing these days.
Yeah.
Like they're
Also-
just stepping it up.
Yeah, I was hoping they would have had like a collector's edition of the game in general, but no. So meh.
Yeah. Well, steelbook case is still really good.
Now, the whole thing with like people saying the Xbox One's crap, like one of the biggest questions I always get on my YouTube and Twitch, Twitter, all that stuff is, since launch, Xbox or PlayStation, which would you recommend to buy? I don't say like, get PlayStation, Xbox is crap, get Xbox, PlayStation's crap. Like, no, the way I see it is like, go to the system where your friends are,
That's right.
and hate to say it this, but I know some people would argue this. If you're someone with little to no friends on gaming systems, well, go to the system what offers the games you want to play. I mean, if you're into like games like Halo, that futuristic warfare, like, go to Xbox. If you're into like adventure-y kind of games like, say, Uncharted, go to PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not rocket science. Just sit down, think about which console gives you the most options for your money,
Yeah, I mean, there'll always be exclusives and there'll always be compelling options on both, I feel, but
The one thing I always say is, like, obviously get which console better suits you. The less course you're someone like me who has both.
yeah. Anything else about Quantum Break before we move on? Clowns, did you want to say anything more negatively about Quantum Break? Or?
Well, see, I don't want people to take it as negative.
Okay,
It's just
alright.
my opinion on it. I still support Remedy, and of course Microsoft. I love Microsoft, and I bought the game at launch. I expected too much, maybe, or I expected more, maybe,
Yeah.
more than what was realistic. I mean, that's possible. But it's still, all in all, it's a good game. If I had to rate it right now, I'd probably put it at least at a 7 out of 10. And it's probably because my expectations brought it down a point or so.
Right. All right. I mean, I understand some people are expecting a little more. They thought it was going to be a little longer. But, I mean, the time that I'm playing it, I'm really, really digging it. Like, really digging it. I don't even get that feeling that I want to just get through it to get through it. I want to explore. I want to be interested in the characters. I think the characters are really compelling. And I think that's why it's so good for me, even though it is on the shorter side. And of course, like Crap said, he doesn't have a lot of time, and he enjoys the shorter games, which is another good argument. Like you like The Witcher 3, excellent game, but if you don't have 40 hours or 50 hours, you're not gonna be too interested in that because it kind of sucks to go back and forth all the time. But
Yeah, like you guys familiar with Mooch, right? That dude signed like a lifetime contract with Witcher 3. I told him that, man. I was like, once you start that game, there's just no ending it. You know what I mean? There's always something to do in there. So it's a good game, but yeah, it's like one of those games where literally you're just going to be at it forever.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I mean?
course.
There's just so much to do in there.
yeah.
Crab.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Crab. That's probably my problem, is that I have a lot of time to play through these big games, so I can play through like in one sitting, and maybe that takes away from some of it for me.
Could
Yeah.
be. I
Yeah.
mean, like for me, even like Quantum Break, I kind of took my time. I just play a little bit here and there when I got off work,
Sure.
and it took me because I had it almost 2 weeks ahead of time. So, just I could play it a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and then you know what I mean. Just really
Right.
kind of take my notes where I was going through it, and you know what I mean. And just for me, like that's perfect. It's like The Witcher 3. I reviewed that game as well, but it was like I didn't get a review code for that, so it took me a while before I could get enough data on that to review it. So it's just like you feel almost daunted with that. You're like, oh god, I better push through it so I can get enough to review it. You know what I mean? Like with the shorter game, I don't mind. I don't have to worry about that. So
Sure. Yeah.
yeah, gone are the days of back when I was like in my 20s and could just spend 50 hours on a game. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. 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 I know what you're saying.
Inferno's kind of laughing because I'm in my 30s and I still play through them. I still got many hours.
Clowns is a dedicated gamer. Very
Yeah.
dedicated gamer. So J Street in the chat says he'll give it an 8 so far, but he's still playing it. I would definitely not give it a 10. Like I'm not a fanboy, so I'm not gonna give it a 10. But it's definitely a solid 8.5, approaching 9 for me. The further I get in, the more powers I unlock, stuff like that. Assassin, what would you give it? Would you say?
An 8.5 only because of the last boss. I would rate it higher, but I was going to throw my controller at the end.
Really?
Oh yeah.
See, I haven't gotten there, and I don't want you to spoil it. So
I'm not going to spoil it, but
Okay.
it's probably the worst boss fight I've ever seen. Dark Souls makes it look easy or whatever. Dark Souls is easier.
It was a pain in the ass a little bit. Yeah,
Was it
but-
really? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
So good. I have something to look forward to. Great.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably there's like ways to get it. Like when I was doing it, there was no YouTube
Sure,
things for
yeah.
that, but I'm sure there's probably already like YouTube videos showing you how to do it like really quickly or whatever. So
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. No.
I was sitting there trying to figure out like what the hell, you know what I mean? It did suck, but I don't play on like very difficult modes anyway. Like at first it was normal, and then the second time was just easy. I was just like, I'm just gonna go through it just to do the opposite things. You know what I mean? Just took me less time, and I could just get through it, get the other achievements for doing the opposite side that I didn't do the first time, and it's fun.
Yep. Yep. Speaking of that point you made, crap, we got people in the chat saying a couple of things about that. J Street says that's why you can't be mad about short games. Every game doesn't have to be 2 hours of content to be good, to be excellent. And Adam Bomb Baby 420 says I gave Fallout a full 2 months of my life. See, I can't do that either, even though I have a lot of time to play games. I can't do that.
See, I want to direct his question. I beat Fallout 4 with all factions in 1 week. That's how much time I had.
Jesus.
I've never even I don't really play Fallout games, so.
Right.
It's like, I would say it's Witcher 3 on steroids as far as content and factions and stuff like that.
James, you play Fallout 4. You said in the chat that you get 4 months of your life to...
When it first came out, I spent so long on that game because I actually had like... Sadly, there's no like multiplayer, but like I had people or would literally like give me a full rundown of, right, go here, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what you need to do. Here is the best location to like build your base and whatever. And like,
Yeah.
I still haven't completed the game, but like,
It's got a lot of content, man.
I actually think I deleted it off my console just because 500 gigabyte is not enough, man.
Yep. You gotta upgrade that thing, bro. You gotta go on YouTube, figure out how to do it, and do it. I did it. It's actually pretty easy. Actually, not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for Quantum Break. We spent a long time on that. You guys just gotta try it. I mean, can you in the UK? Can you rent games? Is that like a thing still? Or? If it is, you gotta do it. You gotta trust us.
I think there are still 1 or 2 shops you can still do that in the UK. I mean, from the part of UK I live in, there's still a shop what's very rare to find now. Video box or something.
Red box. Red box is what they got over here. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can rent games, expensive rent out though, but like.
All right.
Like,
Well, you gotta rent it. You gotta try it. You gotta try it for us. Trust us. Trust us, James. Trust us.
okay, I will rent out what I won't. I will give some fake feedback about it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate it. That's all we ask. All right, next topic. I think this is the last topic I have, actually, before we get out of here. I don't know if you guys are Division fans. Well, I know Assassin and CLoWnZ are, but James and Crap, I don't know if you guys are fans of the Division.
Yeah, man, I'm already like, I got level 30 within the first week.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so.
So
yeah,
you're excited about this new big update that's coming out on the 12th?
I am, because I got kind of bored with the Division. I like it and everything, but like the funny thing is when I was playing it, and I have a friend who was like level 30 ahead of us, and he's like, man, you got to get level 30 because the Dark Zone's way more fun when you get 30. We were having fun trolling people in the Dark Zone, me and my friends beforehand.
Yep.
We would kill people, take their stuff. When you get level 30, you can't really do that because you have the whole server chasing after you. So it kind of took away a bit of the fun. So I'm hoping that like the new update brings back a little bit of that kind of mystique to the Dark Zone or whatever. It was just like, there was just like no real recourse for doing things in the Dark Zone. So people were just all friendly. Like my one friend Grave had this. It was funny. We went to the Dark Zone at level 30, and he goes, "Well, I'm gonna extract this stuff." He goes, "And I can just wait out here in the open because nobody's gonna bother to attack me." And he's right. Nobody was gonna mess with him. You know what I mean? Just like that's it. Like once in a while, somebody would like take a couple pop shots with a pistol, but they're not gonna do anything. So it was like took away some of the fun. So I'm hoping that this new update will bring back some of that. And then they just need to really drop content, you know what I mean? It's like an MMO. It's kind of like the same situation with Destiny, although this is way better than Destiny. But
for sure.
When you have an MMO type game like that, you got to have that content ready to go because people will get. There were people level 30 on day 1. You know what I mean? Like or day 2. You know what I'm saying? I go back in there and you see people. People are like, "Oh man, I'm like level 30." I'm like, "Wow, I'm like level 6 or something." You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to have that stuff ready to go.
James, you play Division a lot, or?
All I'm going to say is, and I know you're still watching, bro, so I am going to call you out on this. Everyone from my Twitch team, especially you, Kevin, BeatboxRS, convinced me to buy this game.
Yes.
This game, everyone plays for Division.
And you don't like it?
I got the game. I played it day 1 of me buying it.
Yep.
I even live streamed it on Twitch because I was going to be like that dedicated to the game.
Yep. And you didn't like it?
All I'm going to say is I could sit here with a full list, but like all I will say is give me a car, bro. Give me a car.
No.
I don't wanna. I don't like. Why must I run for half hour just to meet up with my friends?
I feel like when we talked about this, Assassin had kind of the same feeling at first, right, Assassin, about the running?
Oh, mic was muted. I don't mind the running. I like looking at buildings and stuff.
You can fast travel. I mean, once you unlock the fast travel points.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fix that in the Dark Zone too, where you can fast travel, I think, in the Dark Zone, as long as you're not in combat or whatever.
Oh, no kidding, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's what I read, I thought.
Oh, cool.
You can fast travel to the checkpoints now in the Dark Zone
Okay.
before you enter. Yep. And they did update some stuff, crap, that made people go more AWOL in the Dark Zone too. Like there's a lot more fighting at level 30 now. Because they lowered the, what do you call it?
The amount of XP you lose.
Yep. So
yeah,
it's
because
like
everybody was afraid to lose the XP, right? Because you were losing a lot. You die a couple times, and you were going down 2 levels or whatever. So
Yeah. Well, to address your concern, Crap, about the Dark Zone, they're doing supply drops. I'm not sure if you saw that. They're going to have supply drops in this new update that everyone's going to fight over.
Yeah, and also the you're going to be able to, I guess, trade items.
Trade items, finally.
Yeah, like to me that just makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like that's like one of those things, like, why wasn't that there from the start? But I get it, because that game was really good, though. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I understand? Like, this game is such a hit. I was playing a game that I feel is better called Defiance on the 360 that was actually more MMO-based third-person shooter, where you could fight with literally hundreds of other people at the same time against, like, these big, like, boss fights and stuff, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that was an MMO.
yeah, right? It was
Yeah.
like awesome. Like, you could play it, you could have clans, you could do PvP as well. You could do, you know what I mean? Like, that game, that's what I was hoping Destiny was, but first person. And this Division is more like that. But still, I'm like, man, just the Division certainly looks better than that game.
Yeah.
But I'm just wishing that there was a game that was, you know, that on Xbox One. You know what I mean? Because that was awesome. You call in your car, that solves the British guy's problem. You know what I mean? You called in your car when you wanted to go somewhere. You could still fast travel. You could, you know, like, to me, I wish that you maybe had like a scooter or something, because that would make sense to me. Like, you know, or a bike. The funny thing is, you come across all these bicycles and you're just like, let me ride the damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yep. So like, and also with how much more powerful these new systems are, I feel like it would be a really smooth experience as well. Like, if they put the resources into it. I know Neverwinter, you can kind of do stuff like that, but that's a free to play. I'm not sure that they put, you know, as much money into the Neverwinter port for the Xbox One that they could have to make it, you know, smooth and enjoyable like Defiance was on the 360, but even smoother now on the Xbox One. Like, what you're saying, I think is really good, because like they could definitely do that on the Xbox One now, and I think it would address what a lot of people had problems with in Defiance. I remember a lot of people in Defiance saying, "Oh, this is cool, but like it really chugs here and there on the frame rate, and it's like not smooth here and there and whatever." But if you did that on the Xbox One now or the PS4, like, you're gonna get a way better experience in that point, you know?
Yeah.
So, other Division things that are coming in the update. They're gonna be like dailies now, I guess. They call assignments. Is that right, Assassin?
Yep, daily and I think weekly assignments.
Oh, weekly as well. Okay, all right. So that will address another one of your concerns, Crap. That there's gonna be like, you know, stuff to do all the time now with the dailies and the weeklies.
Yeah, definitely it needs that. You know what I mean? Like, and then I can feel free to like hop back in there. You know, Quantum Break was a good little break. I got to play through it. I'll probably play through it again even. You know what I mean? Like, to me it was just that good. I definitely want to watch those episodes again. I thought they were a lot of fun in case like I missed something. You know what I mean? Like, and I hope they actually come out with some DLC for that. But yeah, like I'll be back on the Division, just kind of grinding away. I still have some more spots open to get some more like yellow items or whatever. So, you know, I'm gonna definitely be jumping back in there, and then hopefully, you know, we get teased with some new games coming out. I mean, I know that Uncharted 4 is like less than a month away, and that looks good. So, you know, I'm hoping that justifies my PS4 purchase, because I bought one for that game. And, you know, so far I just haven't had that really like, oh, man, this is so much fun. I can't, you know, I haven't had that experience yet with the PS. I've had that with the Wii U and with my Xbox One.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that with the PS4 so far this generation. You know what I mean? Like, so far it's just like, meh. You know, most of the time, like, I was playing Until Dawn, and I was having more fun with that than I thought I would. But something that was really like lacking there was that damn controller. You got to plug it in so often.
Yeah,
you know, like the game was literally, I beat the game in like 6 hours, and I think I had to plug in the controller 3 different times. Like, I don't get it. You know, I get it. There's a light on there. I get that. Why can't you turn off the light yet? I don't know. And I have that controller set to where if you're not using it for 10 minutes, it's supposed to shut off, but that damn thing never shuts off. It just always is on. Like my Xbox One will just shut off all the time. I did a test. I turn them both on, leave them there. I go back. The Xbox One turns off after 10 minutes. The PlayStation 4 one just stays on forever. I guess it's like, you know, like when I was younger, my mom used to go, "Hey, we're not air conditioning outside." You know, I guess like Sony thinks you're fucking lighten the world or something with that thing. I don't know, man.
They think they think you have all the power in the world, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's just like, hey, just leave that thing on. Not realize. I mean, that thing I don't want to be tethered to the consoles. It's 2016. I don't want to play with that thing hooked in.
Right.
I'm not going to buy a second console or a second controller just so I can always have one that's charged.
Yeah.
To me, that's stupid. That's why when people always bitch about the Xbox One having battery things or whatever, I'm like, hey, I like that. I can switch out my battery packs and I'm good to go.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
James, did you play Until Dawn on PS4?
No, I didn't.
See, that's one of the better games for PS4, I think.
But the whole thing with the light bar thing for the PlayStation 4 DualShock, like, why can we not turn that off?
Yep, like we were just saying. Yeah.
And like, is it me, guys? Or like, and this is coming from a PlayStation guy, okay?
Yeah.
This is coming from a PlayStation guy. Why is it the batteries on the... Like, I even have...
It's because the battery in there is so damn small, like the enclosed battery.
Like, I even have... I'm not sponsored and I'm not shouting out stuff, I'm just saying... Like, I even have a stuffed PS4.
Yep.
And yet, why is it the batteries are so shit? I'm sorry, but like...
Yeah.
I know there's videos out there where like you can get the PS3 battery and like shove it into your PS4 because like PS3 battery was boss back in the day. But like, I don't want to risk breaking, at least in the UK, a £50 like DualShock, like fair dues if you know what you're doing and you got a PS3 controller you don't use anymore and you know what you're doing, like fair dues to do it, but like the average person doesn't want to sit there going yeah PS3 battery or a better battery, like I don't want to do that, man. Like Sony, when are you going to bring out the wired DualShock 4? Like, come on guys, really bring out a wired DualShock, yeah?
Assassin, that was your big problem, right, with the batteries? I remember when I didn't even have a PS4 and you were...
Oh, God. And the grips.
Oh, man. All right, I don't want to go into DS4 bashing. I want to go back to Destiny. I mean, Division, excuse me.
Well, if you want to bash the PS4, be my guest. I don't know.
No, I really don't.
Well, for a PS4 guy, you haven't really played a lot of the big name PS4 games. I mean, you haven't played The Order or Until Dawn.
See, because I'm one of these people, in the terms of games, it's more the games I play and buy are based on what I do for my YouTube and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
So what do you play on there?
On Twitch, I currently do Battlefield 4, GTA 5, and Rainbow Six.
So 3 things you could play on Xbox One as well.
That's right, yeah. It's true.
Just never know.
Oh, man. All right, anyway, back to the Division. I said Destiny because I was reading on this on my little slide here. I was reading this thing about Gear Score Assassin. Doesn't that sound like a light level ripoff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hashtag ripoff, copy and paste.
Right? I mean, Gear Score, it's like, I would almost rather them raise the level cap than have this light level thing, have this Gear Score thing. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the light level. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I don't know if this was just me, but like you really lagged bad on Skype, Gislin.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah. Don't know if that's just me, but
I think that might have been just you. I don't know. Anything else about
Skype?
Anything else about this update, Assassin or Clowns? You haven't said anything about the update. You excited for it?
Yeah, I can't wait for the update. I like the idea that named enemies will be dropping more high-end loot. I'm really excited about that.
You sound very excited.
Yeah, I mean, well, see, part of the problem was me and Assassin, we spent some of our free time doing the Bullet King glitch over and over and over. So that was like 4 or 5 hours straight.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
Rest in peace, Bullet King.
Yeah, I never glitched anything.
Me
Like,
neither.
I don't know. I just
played it the way, normal people play it, right, Crap?
yeah. Thanks.
Oh, man. Other than that, I mean, trading items is the big thing. I think that Falcon Lost incursion thing that's supposed to be like a Destiny raid, where it's supposed to be like really hard, like 4-player. You need 4 players to do it. You need to be level 30, have, a good gear score or whatever. I think that's kind of cool, too. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Assassin? Thoughts?
One thing about that raid thing, which I find really stupid. If you're like halfway through or at the end and your whole team dies, you start off from the beginning.
Ooh, that sucks.
No
Can I
checkpoints.
just say something? That kind of reminds me of how Nightfall in Destiny used to be before they updated it, where like Nightfall, if you don't know, used to be horrible because like if your whole team, like you couldn't revive your teammates, and like if your whole team died, it wouldn't be the case of you were starting back from like checkpoint or whatever. Like it would actually kick you out from the game, and then
Right.
like you gotta like reload the whole mission. And like
Right.
I'm happy they fixed that, but like they didn't fix that for a whole what
Yeah.
1-2 DLCs.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Bungie.
All right, anything else about Division before we get out of here? No? All right.
No, we're good, man. I'm excited for the update.
Bring on the
I-
update.
I hope that without really like quote unquote new content, that these updates will bring something new that'll keep me interested in Division for as long as they want me to be. So I don't feel like I wasted my money on something that kind of just already got old, but I don't know. Just my
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Xbox getting the updates like a month in advance or something?
The DLC.
The DLC, yeah.
The DLC.
First two.
interesting.
First on Xbox.
That's right. All right, and I think that's it. That's all I got. Assassin, you usually have a little bit of a tidbit towards the end that you think I forgot. You got anything this week?
7 Days to Die or whatever. The Telltale publisher game.
Oh,
thing.
yep.
It's coming.
We got a press release on that, by the way.
Can't
Did
wait.
Yep.
We got to put that in the next show because I don't have a slide for that.
You know.
I know, you're right. You're absolutely right. To our guests this week, thank you guys for dropping by, JamesPlay and
Thank you
CrapGamer.
for having me on.
No problem.
Yes.
Sorry I had a little bit of connection issues there at first, but hey.
No, totally fine, man. I'm glad.
And I will say this, like it's been an honor being on the show.
Now, did
if
you say honor? Do you use that with the because you Brits you use the OU, right? Like that's how you guys spell it.
Oh my
God.
when I say honor, I mean like oh sure. Thank you for having me on the show.
No, he was referring to the spelling of it.
Yeah, like how do you spell it in England?
No comment.
we tried.
Color-
But no,
Color.
seriously, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely,
You're
bro.
more from welcome to ever get me on again if you guys, I don't know, want to or whatever.
All right, cool.
And you guys in the chat, you can see my details. So like, if anyone ever wants to, I don't know, hop into a game on PlayStation, watch me on Twitch, or just have some banter on Twitter, all my info is down below my name. So like, it's up to you guys. But like,
So hit him up, boys and girls. Hit him up. Crap, where can we find you, bro?
You can find me on YouTube, CrapGamer Reviews. You might not want to type that in, but yeah, CrapGamer Reviews, or you can find me on Twitter at @the_CrapGamer, or follow me on Xbox Live, man. MOH space CrapGamer, like Medal of Honor space CrapGamer. You know, I answer everybody that messaged me on there. I tell everybody that on all my videos. Send me a message, you'll get a reply. I usually get sometimes around 100 a day, so
Yeah.
I always make sure to reply to those. So
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Thank you for coming and doing this and talking about Quantum Break and
hey, no problem.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was actually it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed hey, and sorry to the Brit. That's kind of my shtick is being a little bit of a dick. So I'm sure you probably you're probably like, man, look at this guy. So
Well, if it's anything to go by, I can just come off the live stream at the end and just secretly plot against Americans.
Wow, that was really bad. I might have to edit that out.
That was a joke, by the way. A really bad one.
You're a funny guy.
No, I'm a funny guy. That's why I'm almost on 400 follows, mate.
There you go. You're getting there. You're getting there, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're out of here. See you guys later.
I gotta
Clown.
do
Sorry.
Shout out for somebody for Assassin.
Oh, God. Sorry. Yeah.
No.
Assassin has been watching a new YouTuber, up and coming YouTuber,
Yeah.
that he enjoys watching, and it is Megastax, his favorite YouTuber, MEAGASTAX.
Wow, that was brutal. I can't believe it.
Well, no, I mean he has been spending time watching Megastax.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, and he wants to get her, on the show. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sure, why not?
Good shout out. Good shout out.
Listen in. Come on the show.
Oh, also, I did want to shout out real quick at the end of the show, our new partners, RGM, Real Game Media. Check out all their stuff too. Real Game Media. Just search them on, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch even, and go realgamemedia.com. That site will be launching on May 1st. So definitely check out that stuff if you want to, have some sane talks about gaming with like-minded people. We'll be over there as well. So we're officially partnered with them now. So thank you for helping us and bringing us on RGM. Anyways, for the rest of the crew, we'll see you later.
Yep.
Peace.
thanks.
Hopefully this won't be... Well, guys...